Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Elizabeth, your coach and guide on all things health and healing. Thanks so much for being here today. And in today's video, we are going to discuss something deeply important and powerful that not enough people are talking about, and I want to bring attention to it. There's a part of you that's wildly creative, deeply intuitive, playful, expressive, and free. A part of you that didn't overthink, didn't question your worth, didn't hold yourself back, and that part of you is your inner child. That inner child is directly connected to something even deeper, your creative life force. The same energy that creates ideas, creates art, creates connection is the same energy that creates your life. Let's begin with this. What is creative life force? Creative energy is not just about being artistic. It's the energy of creation itself. It's the force behind things like your ideas, your desires, your intuition, your ability to imagine something new. And in many spiritual traditions, this energy has different names. In Eastern philosophy, it's known as life force energy or prana. In psychology, it's the drive toward expression and meaning. And in spiritual teachings, like those of people like Edgar Cayce, it was described as a divine creative force within each person, a channel through which the soul expresses itself into the physical world. When you look at Carl Jung's teaching and the inner child, Carl Jung believed that within each of us exists what's called the divine child archetype. This part of the psyche represents things like wholeness, potential, authenticity, creativity. But as we grow up, this part of us often gets suppressed. We're taught things like be practical, be realistic, don't be too much, don't be too expressive. And slowly over time, we disconnect from that part of ourselves. What happens when you lose this connection? When you disconnect from your inner child and creative energy, life can start to feel rigid, heavy, uninspiring, disconnected. You may feel stuck, like you're going through the motions of life, but you're not truly living it because you're no longer creating from within. You're reacting to everything outside of you instead. Pretty much the way I would say majority of people are living their lives today in modern society. And they wonder why they're unhappy and have trouble accessing their intuition or trouble manifesting the kind of life that they want to be living. Let's look at the connection to manifestation first. Here's where this becomes really powerful. Your ability to create the life that you want is directly tied to your ability to feel, imagine, and believe. And those are all qualities of the inner child. Children don't question possibility, they embody it. They imagine freely, they feel deeply, they create without fear of judgment. And this is exactly the state that manifestation teachings often point to. Not force, not control, but alignment with creative energy. Now let's look at Edgar Cayce and the creative spirit. Edgar Cayce spoke about the idea that each person has a creative spiritual force within them that shapes their reality. He believed that what you hold in your mind and feel in your body eventually expresses itself in your life. And when that creative force becomes blocked through things like fear, stress, or suppression, for example, life can feel stagnant. There is also the nervous system connection here. This isn't just spiritual in nature, it's also physiological. Your nervous system plays a huge role in your ability to access creativity. When you're in a state of stress, your brain prioritizes survival and creativity shuts down, imagination becomes limited. But when your nervous system feels safe, ideas flow more easily, inspiration returns, you feel more connected to yourself. This is why so many people struggle with creativity. They're not lacking ideas, they're lacking regulation. So what are some signs your creative energy might be blocked? You might notice things like feeling stuck or uninspired, overthinking everything, fear of being seen or judged by others, lack of motivation or trouble even doing visualizing exercises, feeling disconnected from your sense of joy or your intuition. These are not signs that something is wrong with you. They're signs that something within you needs reconnection. So let's discuss how to reconnect with your inner child and creative energy. Let's make this simple and actionable. Number one, do something without a goal. One of the fastest ways to reconnect with your inner child is to do something purely for the experience alone. Not for productivity, not for results, just for a sense of enjoyment. This could be things like drawing or painting, dancing or gardening, writing or playing music, cooking creatively, just to name a few. And these signals to your nervous system that it's safe to express and be in flow. Number two, play by play is not just for children. It's how the brain learns, creates, and expands. Even something as simple as trying something new, being spontaneous, letting yourself be imperfect, it can all create and activate that energy. Number three, regulate your nervous system, because you cannot access creativity from a state of stress. This is why nervous system regulation is so important. So try to focus on slowing down, breathing deeply, getting outside more often, reducing your overstimulation. When your body feels safe, your creativity naturally returns. Number four, listen to your desires. Your desires are not random, they're signals. Instead of dismissing them, ask, what is this trying to show me? Because your creative energy often speaks through curiosity and desire. Number five, inner child healing. Spend time reconnecting with the younger version of you. Ask, what did I love doing as a child? What made me feel alive? And begin reintroducing those things into your life. This is an important topic that I discuss in my upcoming shadow work and inner healing course as well, because in today's modern society, we have become so consumed with the constant stress of daily adulting that we have completely lost touch with the creative force of our inner child and the feeling of joy and freedom that comes with it. Now let's look at why this changes everything. When you reconnect with your creative energy, you don't just become more creative, you become more alive, more aligned, more expressive, connected to both yourself and the divine. You begin creating your life from within instead of reacting to everything outside of you. If you've been feeling stuck, uninspired, or disconnected from yourself, this may not be a lack of discipline. It may be a disconnection from your creative life force. And the way back isn't through more forcing, it's through a sense of reconnection, reconnecting with your inner child, your expression, your curiosity, because that part of you is not gone. It's just waiting for you to come back. If you want support in this process, my Sacred Self-Love and Nervous System Healing Guide is designed to help you reconnect with your body, regulate your nervous system, and begin accessing that deeper level of alignment and creativity again. I left it for you in the comment section below, and I also have many other resources for you in the description box. And also jump onto my free weekly newsletter because it gives lots of helpful information and resources for you on your healing journey. I hope today's video has helped in some way, and if it has, I'd love to hear in the comments below what resonated most or what's one creative activity that you're excited to start trying today. If you know someone who also might benefit from today's content, please share this video with them so that they can also find the healing tools that they need as well. In all honesty, I think everyone today should spend more time reconnecting with their inner child, no matter what age you are. And if you think that you either don't have time for it, you think maybe you're too old to do something like this, or consider yourself a rather serious person by nature, then you could benefit even more so from this connection with your inner child. Even if you just spend a small amount of time doing things like playing with your children, nieces and nephews if you have them, or your grandchildren, you could find great benefit from it. Happy playing. This is your weekly reminder to do something today that brings you joy. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.